From Appleton, Wisconsin, this is the Anderson Pens Podcast.
Welcome to Anderson Pens Podcast, episode 424 for Thursday, January 27th, 2022.
This week, we've got news, we've got banter, we have my ink of the week, we've got a brand new Esterbrook JR, we have a beautiful Sailor Blue Dawn, a box of colorful pencils, there's a contest winner, a brand new contest, plus we have items from Twisby, Penlux, and Monteverde that are coming soon.
Hey, Eric.
Hey, Brian.
So, when I was in college, when you're in college, you have all these weird jobs.
And you went to college.
I went to college. I had
weird jobs.
I had this job working in a toy factory.
Toy factory.
Yes. Yeah. We made Dracula, little plastic Draculas.
Okay.
But they really had us on a strict timeline, and there were only two of us working the line. So, I had to make every second count.
Every second count. Very good. Very good. I've got one for you.
Okay.
This came up in my personal life this week, so I thought I'd share it with you. What's the best place to hide a body?
I can't say on air.
The second page of any Google search.
Oh.
Pachung. Brian.
Yes.
How about some banter? You got some banter for me?
Fantastic, yes.
Fantastic.
Fantastic banter. Fantastic banter.
Before we banter, let's talk about the intro bumper. Because this week it was, what's the name of that store?
Chain Reaction Cyclery.
That's our neighborhood bike shop.
Yes, literally like 2 blocks from my house.
Really close to your house. That's where you do your shopping.
Absolutely.
So I have gone in there. I think it showed me going in there.
Oh, it did? Okay.
I think I was walking in when Justin caught the footage. Nikki works there.
Nikki, yeah. Nikki is the most fabulous.
She doesn't work there. She owns it.
She owns it, yes. She's the most fabulous bike mechanic ever.
Yep, I would agree.
And she's just a fabulous businesswoman. She's just fantastic.
Over 25 years experience is what I hear. Plus, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, I had wheels from her that she trued that never went out of true again. And I rode them for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles.
And the only bicycle I think I've ever seen you ride is one you bought from her shop.
Yes.
Because the other one I haven't seen you ride.
Yes, yes. Yeah. So we've the whole family's got bikes from her.
And when I get a bike, I take it to her and say, make sure it's okay.
Yeah, she's great.
And you can't go into her shop without wanting to buy everything.
You have to buy something from her.
It's a bike shop, a pen store, a skate shop. I just always want to buy everything. I'm dangerous. Anyway, that's our local bike shop.
We love her.
And we love her.
We love her, yeah.
You're back from Chicago. How was Chicago? More importantly, what did you break?
Yes.
You always break something.
I don't know why this is happening, but every time I go down, I break something. And apparently, I'm just throwing them under the bus. AT&T decided in their infinite wisdom to disconnect our internet and phone for 2.5 days while I was down.
Just while you got there.
Just while I got there, yes. So they thought they were installing fiber. They did not.
So you're left with nothing.
I was left literally with nothing.
With your phone,
for
really?
with my phone, yeah. For 2.5 days.
You're running the store off the data from your phone.
Yes, yeah.
True IT man. Did you enjoy Chicago other than that?
Oh yeah, it was great. It was great. Yep. So hit a couple of our favorite restaurants. Paisanos, of course, for pizza.
I didn't hear anything about that.
I
did call you during the last podcast.
Yes, you did. You did in the store.
In the store.
No, it was a good time.
Well, good. Nice to have you back.
Thank you.
I want to mention InCoWriMo once again. You weren't here last week when Lisa and I talked. Lisa said she's going to participate. Are you going to participate?
I'm going to participate. I'm all set. I have stamps. I have letters. I have.
You have the will? You need the will.
I have everything I need. I certainly have the pens. So
you have the pens.
I'm gonna.
I have already received my first InCoWriMo.
Oh my goodness! Where's that from?
It looks like Columbus. Perhaps.
Oh, those are Columbus. A lot of stamps.
And I'll have Justin show it to you. It's vintage stamps. Now, this is a little early for InCoWriMo, but
does that count?
It depends on whether or not the author wants it to count.
Is it like a different calendar?
The rules are very flexible. If you're extremely anxious, you can start anytime. But this one I just had to share because it's a care package. There's a card. There's washi tape. There's a sticker. There's a bunch of postcards.
Oh, nice.
This is really what InCoWriMo is all about. Sending me mail. That's what I like. Just send me mail.
So are you going to use those postcards?
Absolutely.
And you're going to send them off to
Absolutely.
the next person?
That's
Okay.
basically what I was told to do, that I can dispose of them as I see fit.
Fantastic.
In other news,
Okay.
or banter, as, the case may be, Steph did Hot Stuff 50 States, Louisiana last
Yes.
week. And in the comments section, Marilyn Gardner said, "Thanks for this. I have my eye on this as a possible substitute for the elusive Bungubox Lamont. Can you comment on these two and compare?" And so we got Steph in there and said, "Steph, you're our color expert, so go ahead." Steph said, "Good question. I've used them both, and I'd say Louisiana is a great substitute for Lamont. Their properties are very similar as far as sheen and flow are concerned, and the colors are very similar, although Louisiana might have just a bit more blue in it. Maybe Eric can show the two swab cards side by side in the podcast."
Maybe you
and
can.
I said,
You should.
"Why not?" So I brought them. Ta-da! I'll have Justin give you a closer look, but what do you think?
Yeah, they're pretty close.
They're very
They're
close.
very close.
I'm not sure that that's more blue. The
Yeah.
one looks ever so slightly darker purple, but
Maybe,
I'd
but
say-
it's hard to say. If you look at the writing, which
The
is what you
writing-
should.
the writing samples,
very,
the little
very-
squiggly lines, I could not tell them apart.
No,
So
which is good because Bungubox is, at least in the United States,
United
is
States.
ending distribution.
So there you go. News. I've got some news. Starting with Vintage Mailer tomorrow. And
Yes.
speaking of the Vintage Mailer, you produced a video that
Yes.
is on our YouTube channel. Of course, everyone knows that because they are subscribed to our channel, where you just reviewed each one of the pens that will be
Yeah.
in tomorrow's mailer.
Yeah. So we go through, and they're mostly Japanese. There's a couple. There's Mont Blanc in there too.
But it's a good format. I
It's
like
a
to be able
really-
to see them in your hand, and you make comments on the ones that you think are special.
Yeah, there are some killer pens in there. I really like a
I've
couple
seen
of
the
them.
pictures. Also on YouTube, last Tuesday, which was 2 days ago, your video was posted about the Visconti Dual Touch.
Yes. Yeah.
And
That's a cool pen. That cognac.
yeah, we talked about that
sexy.
last week. when you-
It's sexy.
I admitted that I liked the green one probably the most
Yes.
until I found out it was called camouflage. And Lisa said, just pretend it's not called camouflage. So I just take one
Get
of you.
that out of your brain.
And tomorrow on YouTube is Hot Stuff with Taccia Indigo jeans. But Steph did a little something else. She included swatches, whatever, of all the jeans inks from
Okay.
Taccia. So you get to see them all.
Yeah, there's a nice range of blues in there, isn't there? Blues and grayish.
They're all
blues.
pretty gorgeous. And I like Taccia inks. Speaking of Taccia inks, I have my ink of the week. Have you ever heard... No, let me start again. I coined a new phrase this week. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Let me see if I get it right. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. What do you think? You like it?
It seems like I've heard that before.
Then let me ask you a question. Have you ever gotten so excited about something that you forget how life works?
Yes.
Okay,
It's
I will
regularly
continue.
quite...
I stopped at the store we talked about the Twisby Go last week, your
Okay.
wife and I, and I said, I'm going to get one for the ink of the week. And I went and I got one. And one of the questions we had when we were on the air last week was whether or not it would fit into a vial. And we said, yeah, it probably does. But what I found out is it doesn't fit all the way.
So when
Doesn't
you get-
quite. So I picked up 2 vials and poured one into the other so that it would give me more ink. And I was so excited.
didn't. You did.
I did.
You
I did.
didn't.
Without thinking, I was so excited. I put it in there and I pushed down.
Oh.
I will show you what my hand looked like. Justin will be able to share this with you.
Oh my goodness.
So
What color was that?
That was Taccia, Ukiyo-e,
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Hokusai-Benitsuchi.
Yeah, it looks like that kind of rust.
And my first reaction was, well, you know, duh, because halfway down the plunger, I knew I made a mistake, but I was in for it. And my first reaction was to grab a paper towel, which I tore off. I was at my kitchen sink. Thankfully, I did this one at sink.
Stainless steel, I hope.
No, ceramic. But I have cleansers for that. So I grabbed the paper towel, and then another thought came to mind, and I'm going to say I scurried. I didn't run.
Okay.
I scurried to my office, and I threw open my Hobonichi to the page for today. and
Oh, nice.
Put my hand on it.
Nice.
Which, of course, Justin will be happy to show you. And later on, I wrote the quote in here. I usually do a quote. There are no mistakes, only happy accidents, Bob Ross.
Yes.
I think I'm going to do this every time now. I'm just going to make a handprint.
That's fun. That's very fun.
It came out
Beautiful.
with
beautiful.
a happy accident.
That's a lovely color, actually.
Yes, I like it very, very much. It's a lovely color. Taccia, Ukiyo-e, Hokusai-Benitsuchi. Is it red or is it orange? It's a dark brick red brown. I think
It's like a clay.
it's called
clay
red soil.
Yeah.
Red soil. They're inspired by the works of Hokusai, who did the 36 views of Mount Fuji, which includes the wave.
The wave, yeah.
Some of which we have seen at the Art Institute of Chicago. I found it slightly dry, except when it was in my hand. But I'm going to blame the
That's what was dripping down my hand.
I'm going to blame the Twisby Go on that one. I was very well behaved, except when it was dripping down my hand. I think it has medium shading. I have no trouble at all reading this once it's on the paper.
Yeah, it's nice.
As always, a lovely 40 milliliter glass bottle. And I did also come up with a new idea. I pulled out my Lamy Safaris.
Okay.
And for Ink of the Week, I'm going to stop at the store and I've got a medium on one of these. I'm going to get a fine and a broad.
Okay.
And I just swap the nib and give us 3 different views of what the inks look like in different pens.
Great.
That's what I got. I dropped something. I'm going to just leave it on the floor.
You know, that Taccia ink would look great in that Lamy Safari.
It would.
In that Terra red.
This is a Terra red.
Yeah.
Too late, though. I'm switching this afternoon to something else, the ink of next week. But yeah, that was my
I'm gonna grab one of those when I go to the store. That's nice.
What do you call a pony with a sore throat? A little horse.
Released just today, the Esterbrook JR Fantasia. Happy birthday.
It's his birthday. Say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Just released today.
Happy birthday. Just released today. This is a limited edition of 650 pieces. They are not numbered. In a beautiful turned acrylic with gold trim. We are offering this in extra fine, medium, broad, and a 1.1 stub. The journaler and the scribe nibs are not available right now. As many know, they've been kind of back ordered. It does use a cartridge or a converter, and both of them are included in the pen. And it's a really nice looking pen.
I have one.
It has
And
this sparkle in
You forgot
it.
to mention it sparkles.
It's
sparkly.
Yes.
It is sparkly and it is gorgeous.
It does utilize the new, so the new JRs are coming out with the new cap jewel. So it's a nice relief, high relief
It's a nice.
jewel.
Can I call it a dainty size pen?
I wouldn't call it
isn't really
dainty.
small,
It's not
but-
dainty, I wouldn't say. Because if you post it, it's,
Oh, I haven't posted it.
it's a nice length posted. You know, it's bigger than, I don't have one here, but it's longer than a Pro Gear Slim. But it's thinner. It's a thinner pen. It's not thick.
It's a thinner pen, but sparkly and gorgeous and sort of see-through-ish.
It's really pretty.
Piston filler?
It is not a piston filler. But number 5 size nib. It's got the Esterbrook logo, the little infinity logo they call it, engraved on the nib. And it's a JR, and it's an homage to the original Esterbrook J.
Oh,
which
look,
I
you've
have
got
here.
one right there.
Yeah, so it's literally pretty much the same
They did a
size.
nice job there.
Pretty
Very
much
nice
the
job.
same size. They tried to mock the clip a little bit. It's a little bit longer on the JR.
Excellent. Now, you did say they're limited edition.
Yes.
We've only got a few of these.
Yes.
They went on sale today. They might be gone by the time you see this podcast. You should really subscribe to our mailing list. They're gorgeous. Now, my notes indicated that they come with both a cartridge and a converter and a polishing cloth. Is that true?
I have not checked the boxes.
Okay. I'm going to say they come with a converter, a cartridge, and a polishing cloth.
They may or may not.
The sparkles.
The sparkle.
Do the other ones sparkle? Is that yellow one, the Paradise one? That kind of calls to me, but I don't know if it's sparkles.
This actually really has got nice sparkle to it, and I do like the translucency of the barrel.
Yeah,
you can see the converter.
See the converter or whatever.
Beautiful pen. This is a hit. I'm glad. I like the way the JR line is moving. First the Paradise, then the Cappuccino. and then now this.
This does kind of make it look like there's a turning knob.
Yes, it does. I'm not sure why that's there, but
It's decorative.
it breaks up the barrel into
I like
three
it.
sections.
I like
so.
it. Plus it's sparkling.
Do you like it because it's sparkling?
I like it because it's sparkling. Next up, how about we talk about the Sailor Pro Gear Blue Dawn?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Pro Gear Standard and King of Pen. It's fine glass particles are mixed in. So that's going to be kind of sparkly, I imagine. I haven't seen it yet.
It's sparkly.
Stylized number 21 on the nib in a curling script to honor the elegance and reliability of the 21 karat gold nib by Sailor. Very interesting on that nib. Pro Gear Standard 21 karat nib in fine or medium, and Pro Gear King of Pen with a larger 21 karat nib in medium or broad. These are both limited edition. The Pro Gear is only 1,500. The King of Pen, there's only 500. Each of them are numbered. All of them are numbered.
Yes.
Numbered. And do we have one? I
Yes.
have one right here, don't
Yes.
I?
Yeah,
This is not the King of Pen.
This is the King of Pen right here.
I have to see this nib. I have not seen the nib in real life.
It's nice. It's nice.
That
I
is
love this
very
the
nice.
simplicity of it. It looks great
it's
on the King of
elegant, isn't
Pen.
it?
Yeah.
And this is your pen, isn't it?
That
You're
happens to
keeping
be
this one, yeah.
This one came in and it happened to be serial number 1, so
One of 500?
1 of
Yeah,
500.
that
Yeah.
had your name on it.
So I actually was not thinking about getting one, but then when I saw that, and they're entirely, it's completely
It
random.
has
what
a
you get.
very subtle sparkle to it, and that's
Yeah.
from the glass particles mixed into whatever material they're using
Yeah.
there. That nib is
And the
beautiful.
color is like this dark kind of
Blue
blue
dawn
teal,
color?
blue dawn color. But like Yamadori is going to look great in this pen.
Well, have you inked that up yet?
I have not. I'm not allowed to ink it up for another couple of weeks.
Oh, is that a gift?
This is a gift.
It's a
Yes,
gift.
yes, a gift. But it's nice because normally, Sailor doesn't do a lot of numbered limited editions. They'll do a limited run or something, but they won't number them. And then these are
let me
very
see your
nicely
number.
engraved on the bottom.
I've never seen a number 1. Look at that. 001 of 500. Oh, the King of Pen is a really nice size.
And the Pro Gear is just a little bit
That nib
nicer because
is
it's
huge.
hair shorter than the 1911.
I like the 21 on the nib.
Yeah.
It's different. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's elegant. And
I like-
that's how you could write your 21. You
Yeah.
got to learn how to write a 21 like that. There will be a test later.
For everybody that buys one. But it also comes with, they do a cool little
Yeah, I saw the
tag
tag.
with the 21 on it which is,
Should I hang that on my jacket?
you could actually.
Make it a key ring?
Yes.
Do you have one? Oh, you
I
yours.
took mine off.
Okay, I'll take yours.
Because I'm going to ink this up.
What's next?
Palomino Blackwings, Volume 93, Corita Kent.
Excellent. Tell me all about them.
Corita Kent, artist, educator, and advocate for social justice. The Blackwing 93 is a tribute to Corita and her message to slow down and find gratitude in the everyday. Each pencil features one of the 6 colorful brushstrokes that make up Corita's iconic rainbow swash. The pencils contain soft graphite, and each set includes 2 of each color design. They come in a 12-pack gift box that also doubles as a pencil cup.
I have the box.
And there it is right there.
Right here
Very
in my
colorful.
hand. Very colorful. And the pens, well, I guess
So what are the colors in here?
these. Orange, yellow, red, blue, green, and brown.
Is that brown or is that a purple?
You tell me.
It looks like a purple. I like that. That purple.
So this
is nice.
box, oh, there's the box.
So there you
that
go.
Doubles as a, what did you call it? Pencil cup?
Pencil cup.
Pencil
Yeah.
cup. And these are just fun. It's purple.
It's purple.
Definitely purple.
Yeah, I like that. It's a lovely color.
And are these the ones where you can replace the eraser?
Yes, so you can pull this part out in the end, and then you can put in.
Yeah. Pencils smell so good, don't they?
And they make them. Oh yeah,
I'm gonna have to buy this one. I smelled it.
I smelled it. They make the erasers in white, pink, or black, and you can put whatever color you like in there.
But these are just fun. I saw them
And
in
they
the store.
smell
Amanda
good.
had them in her hands. I said, "What are those?" Because they're just eye-catching. And I'll try to make as much noise as I possibly can. Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
you weren't here last week,
No.
but we ran another contest.
Thanks for noticing.
We gave $20 away, and
Okay.
we ran another contest for
Okay.
another $20 gift certificate credit to your account at Anderson Pens. I had brought up the Twisby Go because I'm looking for 5 pens under $50 that I can recommend.
Okay.
And so I asked people to comment under the video with their recommendations for pens under $50, and I'll just read some of the pens
This should be good.
that were recommended: the Pilot Metropolitan, the Twisby Go, the Twisby Swipe, the Faber-Castell Loom, Platinum Preppy, Twisby Echo, Lamy Safari, Lamy All-Star, Sailor Compass 1911, the Pilot Kakuno, and the Pilot Explorer. By far, the two that were recommended the most often were the Pilot Metropolitan
Yep.
and the Twisby Echo.
Yep. Yeah, those are solid choices.
And all you had to do to enter the contest was to comment and make a recommendation, and a random winner has been selected.
Okay.
And that person's name is Paul Coolish, Kulish, Coolish, whose comment was Kaweco Skyline Sport.
Oh, yes.
So, Paul, thank you very much
great-
for commenting.
great
Congratulations. I do really like the Kaweco Sports. Write to me at eric@andersonpens.com, and we'll take care of your $20 credit to your account. And I've thought up a new contest.
Great.
In order to do that, I need a pen. Can I have that one?
I don't know. I don't know if it works.
Let's do some math.
I haven't inked that pen. I use that pen.
What year is it? Okay. In what year, Mr. Anderson, did you get into fountain pens?
1998.
So we're going to say you've been doing it for 23 years. I didn't give you credit for this year. 23 years.
I'll probably be still buy pens this year.
Yeah, but as of today, pen doesn't work. I'm going to multiply that by 12 to give us the number of months. What pen was that?
That's an old Sailor.
And how many pens on average, since you got into pens, do you think you have cleaned? I have a number in mind.
How many pens do I think I've cleaned?
Per month on average since 1998. I know that's difficult for you.
I mean,
I'm thinking 40.
are you
probably in the beginning.
including like restorations?
Cleaning pens, fountain pens specifically.
On average, I mean, it was less in the beginning, and it's
Right.
way,
I'm thinking
way more
more
now.
20 then and 60 now, somewhere
In a month.
I'm saying 40.
40.
It's just a
Sure,
guesstimate.
yeah.
Times 40. So I'm going to say you have cleaned 11,000 plus pens in your fountain pen lifetime.
You wouldn't know it by looking in my case, but yeah, that's probably right.
So this is one of the reasons, because you are an expert at cleaning pens, that I've asked you to do a video how to clean fountain pens, and you've already agreed to this, and
Yep.
we're doing it next week. There's one thing I don't like about fountain pens, aside from getting ink on my hands,
Well, you're an expert at that.
which I'm an expert at, is cleaning them. I find that I have to lower my expectations and just accept the fact that I'm never going to get every little bit of that ink out of that nib and feed. But you're obviously you're good at it.
There are better ways to do it.
So he's going to show us.
But I really think that
And
we
I-
shouldn't be afraid of a little bit of diluted something.
Well, yes, and I'm not anymore, except when I'm doing Ink of the Week, because I want that ink to be pure.
Yes.
So you're going to do the video. You're going to show us how you clean. Now, this is fountain pen. You're going to go through different filling systems and how to clean. You're going to show us your method. But this is the contest. Just comment below and give us either a tip or a trick of how you clean a fountain pen, what works for you, or ask Brian a question. That's just like, I have a question. Don't answer it, but I'll ask it now. Is there a better way to clean like a piston filler where the nib doesn't come out, other than just filling it, emptying it, filling it, emptying like 15 times? So you can answer that in your video. But in the meantime, just leave a comment. There'll be a random drawing next week for a $20 gift certificate credit to your Anderson Pens account.
I hate it when people say age is only a number. Age is clearly a word.
First up, we've got the Twisby Swipe in salmon. I haven't seen this yet, but they did send us pictures. A Twisby Swipe, of course, is a cartridge converter. It comes with an ink cartridge, a twist piston converter, and a spring-loaded piston converter, all three of those. It has something of an ink window on it. The other swipes have had clear grip sections. I imagine the salmon will too. One of the things I like most about this pen is it is a snap cap. It has a number 4 size steel nib that is available in extra fine, medium, broad, or a 1.1 stub. Pre-sale begins on February 9th, and official launch is February 11th. So if I understand that, we can start selling them on February 9th, and we can start shipping
on the 11th.
on the
Correct.
11th.
Yep.
I like the Swipe. Swipe was mentioned many times in the under 50 pens. So other people like it
It's
too.
a cool pen, and The converter is just so interesting. It's big. The spring converter is super cool. It gives you kind of that go feel to it with the spring. But it
Can
has...
I do the same thing with it?
I'm sure you can make a mess, absolutely. But they're larger. They're significantly larger. And you can get cartridges, special cartridges that only fit the swipe.
Oh.
They're international size, but they only fit the swipe because they're extra wide. But the pen's not all that
those
huge.
sold separately?
Yes, yeah. You can get the cartridges if you want black, blue, and red, I believe they come in. So it's a neat pen.
Yeah, I imagine we're going to get it before the 9th, or at least before
Yes,
the 11th.
yes,
So
yeah,
we'll
they're on the way.
We'll have it here to show everybody soon. Along with the swipe, the email talked about the Twisby pipe,
Yes.
which is a stainless steel. They call it a pipe, but it's really a needle.
It's a
needle that you put on the end of your converter.
Yep. You go on the international converter. Yeah, just sort of like some of the other brands. There's a couple other brands that do that. But it also will fit directly on your 580. You take the section off, and it will fit right on there, and then you can fill directly into the barrel with your 580.
Which you can do. This is specifically designed to reach the far corner of your almost empty ink bottle, so you can get every last drop. And I think I'm going to like that. I use, anytime I can, I use a syringe when I'm filling anything that I can possibly use a syringe for. So I think that'll be kind of cool.
Yep. Next up, the Penlux Masterpiece Delgado Betta. As compared to the Masterpiece Grande, the Delgado is a smaller size and lighter weight. It is made from high-grade acrylic. It does have a piston filler and uses a Jovo number 6, a gold-plated stainless steel nib. It comes in a fine, medium, broad, or a 1.1 stub. It is also available with a 14-karat flex or an 18-karat nib in fine or medium.
The 18-karat is not flex, the 14-karat.
Yes, the 14-karat is the flex. The 18-karat is just a standard.
And the gold nibs have a slight upcharge.
Yes.
They're slightly more expensive.
But so they'll be a special order. So
the Masterpiece Grande is a nice piston-filling pen. It feels really good in your hand.
It's nice and big, but this is a little bit slimmer.
A little slimmer.
But it's still nice. It has that Legrand size to it, but with a piston filler and an integrated nib. So it's not threaded. It's friction fit into the section, so it's nice and sturdy.
And the color is gorgeous.
It is pretty neat. The
one
blue
of the
and yellow.
One of the posters I saw was the betta fish kind of from behind with its tail wrapping around and becoming the pen. It
was a beautiful
well
picture.
named for that poster alone.
Yeah.
When do we think?
Those should be coming very soon. I think those are coming in February. We actually saw one of the prototypes for the pen and wrote with it, and it was fantastic.
Did this happen in Chicago?
No, it did not. It actually happened here in Appleton.
Oh.
Really nice writing pen. We were all pretty impressed with it. So
this is ringing a bell. Did we have one on the podcast?
No, I don't think so.
We never had.
No.
We have mentioned Delgado on the podcast before.
Have we? I don't think so.
I'll go back and check.
I don't think we have.
So February, next month.
Yep. Yeah, it's coming soon.
Also coming soon is the Monteverde Ritma Special Edition Carbon. This is a special annual collectible edition carbon fiber for 2022. This pen is a mixture of steel, brass, aluminum. The barrels are made of carbon fiber. There's a clear protective layer over the carbon fiber, making the carbon fiber texture soft to the touch. Gunmetal trim, magnetic cap, and magnetic posting, steel nibs in extra fine, medium, broad, and a 1.1 stub. We don't have this pen yet.
Yes.
So I requested a couple of the Ritmas because I wanted to see this magnetic posting. I had not seen that.
This is a really sharp.
That's nice magnet there.
Yes.
Nice. And I wanted to see it posting.
It's
very nice.
Such a nice. And it's a strong, really strong magnet.
That's not going anywhere like Lisa would say.
Yeah.
These are really nice looking pens. They call, I don't know if they call them all, but they said specifically about the carbon fiber, minimalist is what they were going for. But this is pretty minimalist.
Yeah, I like the, and especially on these, the other ones, there's a nice matte color finish to it with the dark ruthenium plating on it.
Won't break the bank.
No, these are a great under 50 option actually.
You've got a red one. I have a special edition here.
That was last year's olive. Yep.
I think this is the last one we have.
That is the very last one. That's a nice color.
A beautiful color.
Nice color combination.
Although I am interested to see what the carbon fiber looks like.
And these also, we would also be able to get these with the OmniFlex nib too. So there's an steel OmniFlex.
Does that flex?
It does. And these are number 6 Yovo. So if you want to replace it with something else, you want to put an Anderson Pens nib in there, you can.
By pulling the feed in the nib or
pulling
by
the feed in the
unscrewing?
nib. Yeah, you just pull it.
Okay.
You leave it threaded in there because it's difficult to pull it if you take the nib out. But really, really nice. Nice weight to it.
I like them.
And it comes with a converter, and it's actually under $40. The carbon's going to be special edition is going to be a little bit more, but still a really, really nice pen.
This olive green is growing on me.
And
very nice.
that noise is.
Yep. We'll just drive Justin crazy making noise.
Oh, there we go. So it has enough pressure in there.
Airlock.
Yeah, to keep it dry.
A new toy.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's nice.
It's a great pen.
When do we think?
That's coming
soon.
very soon.
Very soon.
I believe they're actually on their way.
So maybe by next week.
It's a possibility.
It's a possibility.
No promises. Thanks so much for joining us. Tune in next time for more talk about pens, ink, and paper.
Follow our blog for news, ink reviews, and all sorts of other stuff.
And you can check us out on social media as Anderson Pens.
There's a store in Chicago.
There is, indeed. Ground floor of the Palmer House Hilton, 7 days a week. Go see Lisa.
And like this video and please subscribe to this channel.
And we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Bye.